Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm here with my good friend Jimmy, who is going to help us understand some things about journaling in trading.
Hi
Today
guys.
we're going today we're going to go ahead and do a full explanation of my trading journal that I will be sharing with you guys on our Discord. But first, we're going to hear a few words from our partners. All right, let's go ahead.
Milk Metaverse is a metaverse platform for the media industry that will bridge the gap between the content producers and the audience. Mediaverse from Milk Platform will be a combination of virtual reality, blockchain technology, and artificial intelligence. Visit the website metaverse.milk.global.
All right, so let's rock it. Jimmy,
Hi
how
man.
do you think journaling in your trading has changed over time, and how do you think that has impacted on your overall profitability?
I think this is a really good question, to be honest. I often say you are as good as you write. So if you don't write down your setups and why you're entering a trade, your triggers, where you want to stop, why you want to stop there, but also the emotions you have experienced during that trade and before that trade and after that trade, I truly believe it's a gold mine. And I think it's such a pity that a lot of traders and even like mid frequency traders, they are trading without journaling. And I think without journaling, you're missing a key component that can help you with your trading performance. So I highly encourage, especially as a trading psychology coach and as a NLP coach, as a mindset coach, I truly believe in the power of journaling. Again, you are as good as you write.
Totally. Nice words to put it in. Yeah, actually, I have been trading for over like 8 years now, and it was a game changer when I actually told to myself, like, okay, I need to journal my trades because I'm just opening random trades, and some of them are doing good, some of them are doing bad. But in a week or after the trading day, I'm like, okay, what did I did here? I don't remember why I entered this trade. What was I feeling in this trade? And I told to myself, like, okay, I'm going to start journaling my trades. And that's when I started searching for trading journals and how to build them, right? I started using trading journals that I found it online because it's really easy to find one. But I eventually ended up building one that fitted my style of trading, and that's something important that I need to share with you guys. That possibly the journal that I'm going to share with you today is not going to work on your trading style, but it's going to be the base in which you are going to build your own trading journal depending on your trading style. I tend to be more simplistic. That's my approach, not only on trading journaling, but on trading itself. I don't like to make things complicated because that hasn't led me to any good results on trading. But since I build my strategy on a simplistic way, I build my trading journal on a simplistic way, and now over the couple years ago, now I'm profitable, and I do daily and weekly checks on my trading journal. What's your approach to that, Jimmy? Like, how many times per week or per month do you trade? Do you check your trading journal?
At least once in a week. Then I go through all the traits and I write down what I've experienced, why I got stopped out, why I changed from plan. Because I believe when you have a trade setup, it's good. But I also believe a trade setup is kind of never static, as in sometimes the market is feeding you with information, and that new information can change your original thesis. So that's a key element I like to write down in my journal, like why am I changing and actually kind of deviating from my original trade setup? And do I have really good reasons for that? And also the thing is like with journaling, it it's actually forcing you to think about your actions and your behavior. So you allow yourself to consolidate all that information, and when you write it down, it's for me at least really easy to actually really understand myself, basically.
Totally, totally. Guys, don't forget that we are giving 7 days free for a trading congress on thebrevness.com. You have also a giveaway secret code below on the screen. You just go ahead, enter the link in the description, and put your giveaway secret code in order for you to be able to participate for any prize that we are giving out. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start showing you my trading journal and a full explanation on how I use it. All right.
Cool.
To share screen here.
I
Okay.
can make the screen even bigger by removing us from the screen. Maybe
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
better for the audience. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Full screen layout activated.
Perfect. All right. So the first part of this trading journal is the analysis calendar. All right. I use this for making full explanations of what I'm looking on the market at the moment. So you can simply go, we are on the 26th today. All right. You can add a page over here. And let's say I am analyzing Bitcoin. All right. So this is my Bitcoin trade setup. Perfect. I'm not going to fill anything here because that's for in case I am taking a trade on Bitcoin, but I'm going to do a full example of how I use it. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. I only use the weekly, daily, and 1 hour time frames for my trading. Let's go to my daily setup. Let me take out the indicators and go ahead. All right. So basically, what I'm looking at Bitcoin here right now is that it's moving choppy between 15,463 and 20,130.28. That's all. So what I'm basically going to do right now, it's put here like, okay, Bitcoin, we can use it on daily, right? Daily, and I'm going to add my notes. My notes here, Bitcoin moving choppy inside range formation, sideways market. Okay. If I have another view on Bitcoin daily chart, it recently bounced from my volume level at 15,463 and it kind of reacted pretty well, but the market has not enough bullish trend to continue the move up towards the top of the range. So I'm going to put like in my trading journal, I'm going to add uh, not enough bullish strength to continue. Okay, let me correct this. Perfect. Let me see if I see anything else. I'm going to look at the volume profile tool. Bitcoin is currently inside a high volume node over here. That's why it's mainly moving choppy. I'm going to add that. Moving choppy inside high volume node. Perfect. If we break above this high volume node, we have a low volume node here in which Bitcoin can either reject this level pretty quickly, continue to decline, or move towards the next high volume node over here. All right. So that's something that I need to take into consideration for my daily analysis. I'm not taking trades at the moment on the daily chart, but I'm doing a kind of example of a top-down analysis, and that's why I use this calendar to add it, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and put the intraday chart, which is for me the 1 hour chart. I don't see anything else. And go to the intraday setup. Take this out. and start. Ooh, I'm using the perfect. Now, for me, yeah, as you can clearly see, the 1 hour chart is basically representing the choppiness inside the daily chart. All right. Currently, Bitcoin for me is bearish on the daily chart, on the 4 hour chart, on the 1 hour chart. Both are three of them are bearish. So until Bitcoin doesn't break out above this level, I will not be looking for longs at the moment. So we need a breakout of 16,712. Breakout above 16,712 for longs. For now, daily 4 hour and 1 hour charts are bearish according to my analysis. All right. That's what I'm adding here on my notes. What else I can see right now? We're at the weekend. Weekend equals low volatility. Low volatility. So if I don't see any clear movement that Bitcoin is giving us the opportunity to possibly break above this level or just do some kind of retracement towards this level again and reject it with a bearish engulfing during the New York trading session hours, then I'm not trading because it's mostly choppiness. And if I enter a trade in either direction, then for me, it's not good because I possibly get chopped out, get stopped out. My stop loss would be above these levels that possibly Bitcoin just do a fake out above it, uh, create a candle that is going to sweep liquidity above these levels and then continue declining. So I'm not taking a trade on this weekend unless I see more volatility. All right. So that's my notes for Bitcoin. I'm going to leave it like that. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead to the trading journal. All right. I'm going to show the description because you're going to have a full detail of what to put in every single one of these boxes. All right. So just for the sake of the explanation, let's say that I'm going to short Bitcoin at the moment. Okay, I'm seeing a full setup. I'm seeing my triggers. I'm seeing my confirmations, and what I'm going to do is just open a short on Bitcoin right now. Okay, I'm going to add the risk to reward tool. I'm going to set my stop loss above the previous high, a little bit above it, and set my take profit. All right, I'm going to target this volume level of mine here, and I'm going to start adding the data to the trading journal. Okay, so here we're going to put Bitcoin, perfect, which is the entry day today. I'm going to include time. Time is super important for uh, your metrics so you can understand when you are looking at your journal on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, you can understand which hours are the more profitable for you and which hours are not. So let's say you are trading the New York trading session and you see that on those time frames you are being more profitable on your trading journal, while trading on the London or the Asian session is making you lose money. So what you have to do is just stop trading on those sessions because your trading journal is giving a clear example of when is profitable trading for you and when's not. So you're going to stop trading on the Asian and the London session and only focus on the New York trading session. And believe me, those little changes are the ones that are going to make you profitable over the time. All right. So please include the time. At the moment is 12:20 p.m. for me. All right. Including the time here, and that would be all. The close date, you are only going to fill this once you have closed the trade. At the moment, we haven't closed the trade that I'm opening at right now. The instrument, all right? We are going to look for Bitcoin is over here. I have put it as Bitcoin perp because I used to trade it on the perpetual futures. All right. If you don't find any of the instruments you're trading, you can completely add it. Let's say you are trading Sol, so you just add Solana to your instruments list and add it. At the moment, we are not trading Solana, but we are trading Bitcoin. So I'm going to click it on there, just simple clicks to add the instrument you are trading in this trade. All right, which was the entry signal. Okay, if you don't find your entry signal here, these are my triggers for my trading strategy. But if you don't find your triggers, you can add them. So let's say we found, let's go to here. Bitcoin is rejecting an important intraday level, and it made a 1 hour shooting star candle. Okay, 1 hour shooting star. I'm adding this. What else? If you have another trigger, let's say RSI is oversold at the moment, so you are going to add RSI oversold. Simply as that. Create it, and you're going to have it there. Then I'm going to explain how you will filter all of these metrics, so you can find, let's say, I want to see how many trades I have taken on Bitcoin. I want to see how many trades I have taken on Ethereum. I want to see how many trades I've taken on the legacy markets, like, I don't know, like the S&P 500, Forex markets, commodities. We are going to be able to filter all of that. All right. Then simply you're going to copy the risk to reward number that appears on TradingView. Okay, so in this case for me is 3.73. Okay, this is just the metric for that we are going to know the average risk to rewards trades that we have taken over a period of time. Okay, for me is 3.73, and before we're going to be able to add here a screenshot. We're going to click on TradingView, copy link to the chart image. Okay, and we're going to be able to add here embed link, paste it, and now we have our before trade picture, so we can be able to enter this picture in the future. Let's say I want to see, okay, we have the before picture of the trade, which is extremely important. If you don't remember why you took the trade, or and that happens to me a lot because I'm a swing trader. It's not like, okay, I take the trade and I will check the trade 5 days later, and I will not have a clear picture of why I took the trade. Then I go to my trading journal, see my before picture, and I will totally understand why I took that trade. All right, that's super important. The same for after. As you can see right now, we are not filling the close date, we are not filling the after. The after is the same as the before. You just go ahead, copy the coupling to the chart image, and then you paste it over here, so you'll be able to enter the chart image in the future. All right, now let's go to the risk to reward P&L. Okay, now I'm going to put this trade over here. Okay, this trade was open during this bearish engulfing candle. The trade didn't reach the full take profit. Okay, but I personally use a trailing stop loss. Okay, so as soon as Bitcoin broke down here, see, let me put it on double so you can see it. As soon as Bitcoin broke down here, my stop loss wasn't here, so I trailed the stop loss towards this high. Okay, as soon as Bitcoin broke this low over here, I'm going to trail my stop loss towards this high over here. Okay, and Bitcoin wasn't able to break down below this low. Okay, so I would have been stopped out here. Okay, I would have been stopped out here. Once Bitcoin retrace it and continue to move a little bit bullish, I would have been stopped out here. So what I'm going to do at that moment is I'm going to drag this towards the price in which I got stopped out. Okay, and the risk to reward tool is going to give me how much I earned. Okay, in this case, on a risk to reward perspective. So in this case, I'm just going to copy 0.71 to my trading journal. Okay, here on risk to reward 0.721, and that's the full risk to reward P&L that I had on that trade. If you, that's why I told you, like, sometimes this journal is not going to work for your strategy, because this trading journal is made for my trailing stop loss to work on a risk to reward basis. Okay. But this could be the base for you to build your own on Notion or in Excel or Numbers, whatever tool you can use. That really doesn't matter. I use Notion personally because it seems to be easier for me. And then we continue with the description and explanation of the full trade. You're going to be able to write whatever you want here in order to take the why you took the trade. So let's go to the first trade example, which was here. I'm seeing that daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour are bearish. Okay, that's the first explanation on why I am taking this imaginary short on Bitcoin. Okay, then I saw this shooting star candle on the 1 hour rejecting an important resistance. So 1 hour shooting star rejecting the level, okay, which in this case was a resistance. Perfect. Now let's go ahead. This candle was made at 9 a.m. for me, which is a New York trading session hour for me. So New York trading session, perfect. I know we're on the weekend. I'm just giving an example right now. And even if we are on the weekend, we can take into consideration the New York trading session hours to trade on the weekends if you are trading cryptocurrencies, which are 24/7 basically. Okay. Let's see another explanation. I'm going to see my CVD candles tool over here. The candle that was the shooting star over here also made, which is basically a doji over here. So there's no trigger based on the cumulative volume delta, and we are on the positive side at the moment. All right, so I'm going to add that, so that as confidence to possibly not hold the trade too much longer, because we are on the positive side on the cumulative volume delta, which is a tool that I have been explaining for several times in the Bird Nest. And if you want to know more about it, then join us and ask for that on the chats, or you can just simply follow my personal channel Bast inside our Discord. You are going to find a lot of information about it there. Right, so CBD is not confluent with trade bias. Okay, first flag. Just by filling the journal, I'm making notice that it's possibly not a good idea to short Bitcoin at the moment, because the volume is telling me that bulls are currently in control, and we are seeing that at the moment Bitcoin not being able to continue to the downside at the moment. All right, so just by filling the journal, I'm being aware that my analysis is currently not as good as I expected and how this trade looks. So just by filling the journal, I'm saving myself money, not by opening this trade. Okay, so that's how it's not only important to look for the trades after you took them, but also to not take them since it's not following all of my strategy rules. Okay, so you can add more here on description. I tend to be more simplistic, like I told you. I just put several notes over there just to make sure that I notice what I did wrong or what I did good. Okay, in emotions or lessons, I'm going to add what I'm feeling at the moment. Okay, so right now I'm feeling good, feeling good, feeling good at the moment. Not sure about this trade. Okay, you can add a lot of more things, like how is your body representing this current trade? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling you didn't sleep well on the past night, so it's possibly not a good idea for you to be trading right now? You can add that. And also, this is super important, you can just make a section over here, and once you have closed the trade, once you have closed the trade, once you have the close date, once you have the after, and once you have the risk reward P&L, which in this case just was an example of a previous trade, you're going to add a lesson. Okay, be as uh, be the more explainable you can. All right, that means that you need to tell to yourself like, okay, if I took this trade, in this case, the description was telling me that the triggers for my trade aren't enough to be able to take this trade. So my lesson basically would be in this scenario, that if my strategy tells that all of the triggers have to check for me to take in this trade, and I took it despite not all of my triggers were checked, then I didn't follow my strategy. All right. So what is the lesson here? Not follow strategy, be aware of it, and possibly look for a solution. What's the solution? You can print paper in which you have on the right side of your computer, and you go, okay, in my trading strategy, I have a checklist. Check, 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 check. This trade I'm able to take. If one of those checks is missing, then you don't take the trade. So this is super important for you to be able to notice on your mistakes and what you did good. If you did something good, then put it as a lesson as well, because your brain will start remembering that for the next trade. Okay. And in emotions journal, I have put some emotions here that I feel normally when I'm trading: anxiety, either I'm calm, or FOMO, or panic, or revenge, or impulsiveness, uncertainty, happiness, excitement. This is something that I would like to Jimmy to comment on. How do you think all of these emotions are perceived on here on the trading journal, and which one of them you can add or replace?
No, I wouldn't replace anything, to be honest. I really love what I see here. Um, I mean, like we experience emotions, all of us differently. By the way, I just discovered that I haven't plugged in my microphone. I hope that the audio quality is still good. If it isn't good, audience, please let me know. If it is good, also let me know. So yeah, to continue, I would say, like, I love what I see here, and of course you can always add different emotions. There are basically six basic emotions, like disgust, love, fear, um, hate. And my poor brain cannot recall the other two, but then, like, from these five or six basic emotions, we have a lot of other emotions. And I would say just add the emotions you are struggling with, because some people are pretty good with keeping themselves in check when they have the notion to panic self, for example. Or some people are pretty good to control themselves when it comes to revenge trading, but they are not so good when it comes to accepting their losses, for example. So yeah, the emotions, like the journaling of the emotions, it totally depends on the emotions you are currently struggling with. But what I see here, I truly love it.
Amazing. Thank you, Jimmy, for your feedback on this. As Jimmy said, you can add whatever emotion you are feeling at the moment. We need to be aware of them. Just by simply clicking that you are on fear and anxiety taking this trade, let's say for an example, that's a red flag for you to take the trade. Okay, so now we see another super important example of how a trading journal can save you money if you don't take the trade, just by feeling this, that you are being aware that you are feeling fear and feeling anxiety to take this trade that is not even confluent with your strategy, and that you know that you are just taking this because you think that Bitcoin is going to go down, right? So that's why it's so important to fill this journal while you are taking the trade, so you can be aware of what you are feeling, what are your emotion, what's the description and explanation of your trade, what did your trade fill all of the expectation of your trading strategy. If not, then you don't take the trade. And then we go to the next section of the USD P&L. This is something that I added. You don't necessarily need to fill it, because you are going to find all of this data inside your your broker, right? You are going to know how much you lose. You are going to know how much you win in that trade. If you want to fill it, and go ahead. Below here, there's going to be a summatory formula for you to be able to know how much money you have made, as well as the as the average as the average risk to reward of your trades. Let's say the next trade you took was a 2-to-1, the next one was a 1-to-1, the next one was a 5.6 risk to reward trade. Then you're going to have the average risk to reward of all of your trade. That is going to give you a nice metric to know if you are trading above the average risk to reward, which the good one seems to be to 2-to-1 risk to reward. All right, as well as the summatory of the risk to reward P&L, which is a multiplier for your risk. So this is something important to notice here, that let's say you are only allowed to take 1% risk per trade. Okay, 1% risk per trade, no more than that, no less than that. And you're going to follow your trading strategy, and you're not going to say, okay, in this trade I'm going to win more, so I'm going to risk more. No, you only are allowed to risk 1% per trade. Okay, so the risk to reward P&L is going to be a multiplier for your percentage P&L as well. So let's say in the next trade I lost minus 1%. All right, the next trade I made the full risk to reward 3-to-1. The next trade I made 5-to-1, and the next trade I lost it. Then I lost it. Then I lost it, and then I made another 4-to-1 trade. Okay, so you're going to have the sum here. That means that you have made 8.71 risk to reward. In case you risk only 1% of your trading account on every single trade you took, then you have made 8.7% of your account on P&L. Okay, so you have a full tool to use here, not only for journaling your trades, but also for top-down analysis, which is my case that I normally do on my trading charts, for you to be able to add a description of what are you looking for in the market. I trade commodities, forex, Bitcoin, metals. So for me, being able to fill this analysis calendar is like a roadmap for me on the New York trading session, to be able to go to the chart and go to my notes and say, okay, I saw this, that this was something that I was looking for, that Bitcoin is bearish, I'm possibly looking for a short. Okay, then, okay, I go to my trading journal, I go to my chart, and I start looking for the triggers, all right? Because I have the notes on my analysis calendar that I have made, and this is going to serve you as a roadmap for whatever trade setup that you are looking at that moment. Okay, so basically, for you to be able to use this trading journal, you need to go to my channel inside the Discord as well. I'm going to share this on the chat right now, on the YouTube link, and going to copy it. What you have to do is just simply copy the link. Okay, you're just going to copy the link and hit here on duplicate, and you will be able to change whatever
I,
you want inside the
I
trading journal.
Yeah, yeah, that's really true, guys. People, all of you, everyone, you just can enter the Discord server, free of charge at the moment, and there you can find his beautiful template. And you can adjust it, you can tweak it. As Bast said, he has customized it to according to his own needs. And I think Menno made a good comment. I think Bast, we are not sharing the screen at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but maybe you can try to fix it, and then I will walk people through this. So we have this Discord. I'm sure you pretty know that. I'm pretty sure you guys know where the Discord is. Otherwise, I will type in the Discord server here. Discord. Oh, voila. And then I think it's in your channel, right? Or it's also in tools. Wait.
in my channel.
Yeah. So if you go to Discord and then just use the search button, right? You do search in his channel and then journal, and then it will lead to the journal. I think it's a beautiful tool, especially if you are a little bit familiar with Notion. I think even if you're not familiar with Notion, it's nonetheless a really good template. And as Bas said, you can delete stuff, you can add stuff, you can
Mhm.
subtract stuff. Can you add colors, by the way?
Like, what do you mean with colors?
Yeah,
Like on the background and stuff like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. Cell
Yeah,
color.
I
Yeah,
think you can do whatever you want on Notion because as you are duplicating my template and you can
yeah.
basically mess with everything there.
So, guys, I would say take advantage of that. Copy his journal template, and if necessary, tweak it according to your own needs.
For sure, for sure. Do you have any comment around it, Jimmy? Because that would be the total full explanation of it.
Yeah, we have a
And
few questions, and ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions, like drop them in the comments box. That's the way how we go through the questions. So there's someone who's saying I have a high win rate, such as losing less than 5 out of every 20 trades. Do I need to journal?
yeah, well, I don't think the win rate represents something that if you don't need to journal or if you need to journal, right? If you are winning if you are losing five trades out of 20, then your win rate is super good and you are having a profitable strategy. But possibly by journaling, you are going to find some things about yourself that you are not doing good. And possibly in the future, you can lose only 4 trades out of 20 or 3 trades out of 20 because you are fixing all of those things that are going to appear on your journal by just filling it and looking at it on a weekly or monthly basis.
Yeah, I think that's really well explained, and also Sultan. Also take into consideration not only your win rate but also your average risk to reward ratio, because you can have a really high win rate, but if your risk reward ratio is really low, then it's possible that having a high win rate still doesn't reflect back in a good P&L. So yeah, I would say it's definitely worthwhile to journal. I think if you're trading for a while and you're not journaling or you're not writing, your stuff down on Notion, on a piece of paper, Excel, on Google, I don't care what kind of program or app you use, it's a big disadvantage. And I think if you are not journaling, you're also not taking trading serious. I would say. But I have a question, Bust, about journaling. We now know that journaling is a gold mine. It's really important. But what would I've talked with a lot of high frequency traders, so people who are taking multiple trades in a day, quick in, quick out, quick in, quick out, trading like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minute chart and different assets. They find it kind of difficult to journal all of these trades. What kind of feedback or tips and tricks would you give them?
Yeah, that's super important. Thank you for bringing that. As I told you before, this trading journal was made for my trading style, which is swing trading. So I have all of the time in the world to actually open the journal and input all the data. But for scalpers and high frequency traders, you will have all the metrics you need on your broker, and those metrics can be also like your risk to reward average, your P&L average, um, your percentage P&L, and a lot of things that your broker are going to give you as a tool. But what I would suggest to do is to make an emotions journal for your trading session. Okay, not necessarily fill all of this data, fill the screenshot of the trade and all of the data that I just showed you, but the important thing would be to use the trading journal as your emotions journal. So, okay, I'm feeling, let's say an example, I'm feeling anxious today. I didn't sleep well today. Um, I'm not feeling sure about my strategy today. And if you took any trade on that day, and it end up on a loss, on your weekly analysis, you're going to say, oh, okay, I'm going to come back to my journal and see if, uh, and tell to myself, like, okay, I should have traded that day. I should have got closed in my computer, don't look back, and go ahead with my life. So that's something important to notice over there. You are muted, Jimmy.
I hope this has answered your question. I'm not sure who asked the question, by the way. Who was it again? Oh, yeah, Sultan. Yeah, I hope this answered your question, Sultan. And then we have a question from Menno. So he says, thanks, guys. One question: if you take partial profits, how would you record the results in a journal? By the way, guys, we do this free of charge. And as a gesture of appreciation, we would love to get a like from you. Like, hit the like button. Hit the like button for Bust. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button because you're gonna get free access to his template. Hit the like button right now.
Totally, guys. To answer this question, as Jimmy already told, you can totally edit this template. So what I suggest is for you to add different columns on take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, take profit 4, and you will add how much risk to reward P&L you made on partials that you are taking on those take profits, or how much USD P&L you made on taking those USD your partial profit. Sorry. So you can completely add that to the trading journal and just go to the downside and put on the sum average formula for you to be able to know the total of your take profits 1, how many take profits 2, how many take profits 3. So there's a lot to play on this trading journal template that you can completely add and turn around. You're muted
I
again.
hope this has answered your question as well, Menno. A good question, by the way. Really good question.
Yeah, super good question. Yeah,
Because
so I think that would be all for today. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you, Jimmy, for your time, for hosting this session with me. I appreciate everyone that is here. Please don't forget to sign up. You can use the special code that we are giving out right now for Black Friday. You can get 15% off of the Nest Club, 5% off of the private mentory, and 25% off for calls only and exclusive Nest Club. All right. So I see you guys in the Discord. I see you, Jimmy, on the Nest. Thank you for joining us.
I see one question. Shall we do the question?
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Because I don't want to leave JD Cole in the dark. He's asking, how often do you retrospect, review, to revise approach and such?
I do it on a weekly basis. All right. It depends on your trading style as well. If you are a scalper, I suggest you do it on a daily basis and on a weekly basis. I'm a swing trader, so I just go ahead on Sundays before the trading starts, and I go through all of my trades on a weekly basis. So I would recommend do it on a daily, weekly, and monthly, and quarterly.
So I'm sure this has also answered your question. Guys, give Bust a really big like, because he explained a lot, because he just actually gave you access to a potential gold mine. And I think you should use this gold mine, because this gold mine will give you valuable information to actually speed up your trading performance and your trading journey. I swear and I guarantee, if you're going to journal for 1 month, every week, you're going to get new insights. And these new insights will help you, not only as a trader, but also as a person, because a good trader often has discipline, good self-reflection. And these two characteristics, you can easily use them in different areas of life. And as Bas also said, there is a promo going on, the Black Friday promo. So if you sign up and you pay with crypto, you get up to 35% discount. And I think it's a pretty good discount, to be honest. I want to say thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Also, you, Bast, for explaining so much and making your template accessible for everyone. Again, if you like this, give us a like. If you didn't like it, which is also possible for reasons I cannot imagine, but maybe you can imagine, let us also know in the comments. And hope to see you guys the next time.
See
Bye
you
bye.
guys. See you.